So the Gawr Gura situation kind of hit us all with a big banger. Not really a shocker because I think most people expect that to happen. She would be graduating from Hololive with all the changes going on. But we have Calli addresses the Gura reason for graduating and has a message. So I thought we could look at it. Calli has been popping off with her songs recently as well. She's doing crazy. Let's check it out.
This is really difficult because I woke up this morning and I didn't know that it was gonna be today. It's been a really weird morning. I've already kind of gotten all of my tears out of the way, probably for very good reason. Nobody knew that announcement was going to be made today. For people that are out of the loop, which I doubt.
I bet a lot of people knew it would happen, but they didn't know that it would happen that day.
You're out of the loop. My gen mate, Gawr Gura, has announced that she is going to be graduating from Hololive on May 1st. When I say that nobody knew, I don't mean that we didn't know. Like Gura said herself, this was a long time coming and something that I was aware of for a long time. What I didn't know was that it was going to be today. And probably for very good reason. I spent a lot of time thinking about how I was going to address it and talk about it, but I kind of kept putting it off for like the past little while. I was thinking to my couple months or so, I was thinking I'll think about how to address this and what I'm going to say to the fans. But I woke up this morning and didn't know it was going to be today. And now I'm kind of floundering, I guess, because I don't know what to say or how to address it. I know that it's not like really my responsibility to make a big statement, but it kind of is because this is my gen mate. Even just by the sheer number of people that are here right now, people are expecting me to make a statement of some kind, and I have a lot of unsorted feelings and emotions that it's very tough to get through right now. We've had a really long time to prepare for this. I feel worse for you guys, of course, who are experiencing this because, you know, at the end of the day, like, I can talk to Gura when I want to, but it's harder for the fans that are, you know, having to say.
That's the thing, man. I talked about this in another video, but like, I think that a lot of content creators just think about the fans themselves because you have the connection with the VTuber itself and the character. And even if Gura is gonna go and she's gonna be there with a different kind of image and all of that, it's just that's so sad. It's just sad about losing it, you know?
Goodbye. I just got really into my thoughts about the past this morning. While I was attempting to eat breakfast, I thought about a lot of stuff. I always worry about how I am going to face the public with like my perspective, because my perspective doesn't much matter in my opinion, but there are a lot of people here. So I'm guessing that there are people that care about how I feel about this. My perspective is one thing, but the talent that is leaving, that is graduating, their perspective is number one, of course, because people are wondering, you know, why, etc. And these are questions that I can't answer. Whenever a talent...
She's probably also obligated in many ways to not say what's happening within the company. She's probably not allowed to share the changes that are going on or disagree with it in a public manner. And I think Gawr Gura can basically say she disagreed, but she can't specify what she disagrees on and what she doesn't like. Example, she could just say I did disagree with she doesn't like this and that's it. She can't specify it mainly. And I think because Calli's sticking with the Hololive still, so she can't really say much on this either. She can't really comment more on just the fact that how Gura is.
Says something like disagreements with management and direction with the company and stuff like that. Those aren't worries that I can assuage because I am a person that likes the way that things are.
She kind of pops. If you've seen her music, her last album popped the charts in Japan. She is more focusing on the direction that Hololive wants. They want to create idols. They want to create music. She fits that narrative. And if you want to be in that scene, being within a corpo within VTubing is the place to be. Not to be indie, because doing this as indie is way harder. So she's more comfortable where she's at.
Which doesn't make my opinion.
She goes the music idol, right? Yeah, exactly.
Any better or worse than theirs. Everybody has their own way that they want to go. And for people whose Oshis are leaving, it's devastating that they are unhappy here and want to leave. So no matter how much I say things like, I'm happy, guys, don't worry, that's not gonna make the various fans of people that are leaving feel any better. So there's really not much that I can say in that regard. What I will say is that it's never one thing. I can say that with confidence. Every single person has different experiences with the company, with Holo in general, and none of the, maybe some reasons are the same. I know that I don't know, but in general, it's never one thing, is that I have heard and what I understand. Disagreements with management it's a bit of a catch-all that kind of encompasses all reasons that someone may not want to stay anymore. But what those reasons are, I don't know. And just because I'm happy doesn't mean that others are too. We gotta come to terms with that fact instead of talking about the logistics of all of it, which I don't think I can speak on, to be completely honest, because I'm very happy. I'm sad that my friend doesn't want to be.
So, again, like in the end of the day, like there's been a lot of discussions about how corporations are, the direction to go, and then people are like, blah, blah, blah. You can see that there's a space for everybody. Like I think that there's a space for everybody, and probably the direction some people view it is not fitting for them, it will be fitting for others. And you know, if you want to make music and produce music mostly, and that's your thing, I think being in a corporation like Holo is the perfect place.
Here anymore, but I respect her decision. If it is time for her to go, I know that things won't ever return to the way that they were at the beginning. It was a very different time, almost 5 years ago.
Oh my god.
It's so crazy to think about. Altogether, Myth in the beginning, none of us knew each other or spoken to each other. I didn't know Gura, but I knew that before we debuted and the little amount of time that we had gotten to spend together, that she's really, really funny. And I loved talking to her off stream. She just always knew what to say. It's just a genuinely hilarious person. I hate these kinds of talks because it sounds like I'm talking about a dead person. I think that no matter what Gura chooses to do in the future, I think more than just sitting here wishing for her success or anything like that, as a person that knows Gura and has spoken to her personally as a friend, I think my only wish is for her to find happiness in whatever she does. I don't know what her future is gonna look like, but that's not really what I care about. I just want her to be happy and live in peace and just live a peaceful life. It's okay to cry. I'm not gonna cry on stream. I'm not crying. You are. Well, actually, that's a bad time to say that. Some of you are crying. Okay, I'm sorry. All of you will wish Gura well, and I don't even need to ask. I'm sure the majority of people in this scene will be wishing her well, and if you aren't, that's silly. There are a lot of times where I kind of wish that I could have been a better friend. I don't know what I could have done in the past, but it's a really complicated.
She's not dead, man. It's fine. It's fine. You can still hang out. Like, she's not dying. That's the thing. Like, it'll be harder to do content like live, but they can still hang out off stream and do other stuff. Like, I mean, I bet most of these VTubers within Hololive now also have a very hectic schedule, so probably, you know, like, they probably got a time to squeeze in somewhere.
Time right now. I think that things will be pretty peaceful from here. That doesn't change the fact that this is, I don't know why things are the way they are right now with graduation. I feel like, I don't know, maybe they want to rip the band-aid off or something like that. I think things will calm down, but there's always gonna be
I think people look at the graduation as the most tragic thing ever. Like, it sounds pretty sad. Like, that's the thing. Like, we've also been programmed in a way to think about it being really sad. Like, at least in VTubing space, like it's just like saying completely goodbye to something. You know, like a character, but not the person, but like always the character. And I think everybody gets a little bit sad seeing their Oshis and Kami Oshis go away, or even VTubers just like
big hole that will never be filled in by anyone or anything. It's supposed to be a great year where he was hyping it up. Yay, all these wonderful things are happening, but at what cost? That everybody's, I can't say everybody. There are people that want to go, and I think that it's good that they're able to leave in some way, because
and do
there
what they
are
want.
some places that will hold on tooth and nail to their talents. I'm glad that Gura is able to move on and do something that, I don't know, maybe is more for her, maybe she'll rest. I don't know. I actually really can't follow these questions. Who's next? Who's next?
Who's next?
I don't know. It's not an answer that I can give you. But I know there's a lot of people that are really worried right now.
Of course.
There's a lot of discontent everywhere. I know I don't know how to address it. Don't ask me things like who's next. I'm not going to be able to answer. It's also not very nice to a lot of the girls that are still here that want to make their dreams come true. It's
She's saying that she knows, but she kind of says that she knows somebody's leaving. Am I the only one that kind of picked up on the fact that it kind of sounds like there's somebody else leaving, and she knows, and maybe they're multiple. She probably know, yeah. So Gura is probably the last one. I mean, there's been a wave of more people leaving Corpo, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
It's gonna be tough. I think for you guys, it's gonna be hard for us as well. Looking around, there's a lot of discontent, and I think that people that are sad that their Oshi is left are completely valid and venting their feelings and
Of
their
course.
sadness. What I do want to say right now, and I don't know if this is a hot take or something that is gonna make people angry. If that's the case, I can handle it, being who I am, so I'm going to be the one to say it. This is something that has already been said in the JP sphere, so I'm going to say this to you guys right now. Be very cautious of people that are going to try and stir the pot in various ways. There's a big difference between people that are angry and upset that their Oshi has left and are expressing their frustration and venting, and people that are purposefully stirring the pot, pretending to be Hololive fans. You can spot them pretty easily.
They are everywhere. Dude, I know. I think 4chan got, that's right. We got to talk about it. Didn't 4chan get shut down? Like, the thing is that there are forums, mostly was 4chan, that would sit there and organize like groups of people to perceive as a fan of something, either VTubing or just a random streamer. And they would try to make them look bad. Always. They're trying to make a scene look worse than it is. It is so common. People are doing it constantly. And there's no outlier just for VTubing space. This happens all the time in every scenario. Even like, I'm gonna be real, like every negative thing that people like witch hunting for, there's always some extra people that are out there just trying to make sure that it burns a little longer.
They use the same rhetoric. Holo is over, Holo is dead, etc. Blah, blah, blah. They will say the same things.
Yeah.
You can pretty easily spot them by going to their accounts, looking at their post history, etc. It will be very easy to find them and point them out. How you choose to deal with them is not my problem. It's not my problem. It's not my responsibility how you fight your internet battles. You may choose to ignore, you may choose to respond and point out what they're doing. It's not up to me. But what I want to tell you is to look out for those people and recognize them and spot them when they come around. There will be a lot of them after this. I mean, a lot, maybe more than in the past. I don't know if this is something that will get me shit. That's fine. I'm used to it, so I'm going to be the one to say it. I prefer to ignore. I like that the most, but just letting you guys know that that's going to happen. So just best thing that you guys can do is be there for all the chumbuds that are probably extremely sad right now. Definitely. I know I said probably. They're definitely extremely sad. Be there for them. Wish them well, and be as kind to each other as possible.
Yeah, don't make it harder for them, man. Just be happy for them.
Now, the Holo fan base is so wonderful. And as for where the future leads for us, it's kind of hard for me to talk about us right now because nothing will change the fact that someone very dear to me and to Myth is going to be leaving us. Myth will always be 5. I don't know what the future is going to bring. Whatever future is waiting for us, I hope we can all walk towards it together. Almost 5 years is a really long time to be in something like this. I'm really blessed that things got better for me here, which is, can you see the correlation? Now Mori doesn't want to leave, even though she wanted to in the beginning. Things are changing. Maybe they are. I always feel kind of sad that sometimes I feel like, I wish we could make a way where everybody wants to stay. The first 2 years, I really did want to leave. I was at my breaking point for sure. When we were coming up on the 2nd year, all kinds of just terrible stuff was happening. And then things turned around for me. I hate that so much, that not everybody can be happy where we are. I wish I could fix it. I wish I could. This doesn't offer any, I guess, sanctuary to those whose Oshis have left or are leaving. I can only speak for the deadbeats that are here that are maybe worried. The deadbeats aren't worried though. I don't think I'll leave at all. I think that if I left, I'd join staff or I'd ask to be a producer or put in some kind of position like that, because I don't know what my life would look like if I hadn't joined Cover personally. But I can only offer that kind of comfort to the deadbeats. So it's just, I'm gonna really miss Gura. I miss Ame. So, Myth will always be 5, even though there are only gonna be 3 of us for the next anniversary.
Damn, bro.
Nothing will change everything that we did together. Almost 5 years now. Ever. That was the craziest year of my life. By far. and I have changed as a person because I've known Gura. I remember distinctly that she really made me laugh a lot in a time in my life where I wasn't laughing at all. And even though time changes things and maybe we don't talk as much as we used to, I still wish her the best. And I just want her to be happy. That's all I want. I feel like part of it's my fault. I've gotten so busy. I can barely talk to people that I used to talk to so much back in the day. I really should make an effort to do that more.
Welcome to adult life. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody hits that plateau at some point. They just wish they had more time to talk to people, but at some point you're just so exhausted you just sit there and do nothing.
So let's make the most of the time that we have together with Gura and make sure that she has the best farewell ever. But again, like I said, you guys don't need me to tell you that. Gura is wonderful and has a group of people a huge group of people that are pushing for her. Everybody in Holo is all pushing for her to be happy. And yeah. So I don't want to drag this on for too long. If you guys still have somebody that you're pushing for in Holo EN, I hope that you'll continue supporting them throughout everything. If you don't have any Yoshis left, no worries if you don't feel like watching anymore. I will always say that. If you don't have anybody you want to push for and support, there is no harm in parting ways. I think that's just how life goes sometimes. But if you do still have a girl here who you want to push forward, I hope that you'll continue supporting her and let her know, how much you want her to succeed. I hope that you'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, in the end of the day, people watch what they want to watch, right? I don't think there are always some around there that have a tie and a connection to a corporation or a company. You have those fans. There are a lot of people just watch certain individuals and they kind of view it because of that individual, that creator, and that's completely fine to separate yourself. Now again, she kind of said things in a way that sounded like Gura's dying. The Gura is fine. She's fine. She's gonna just move on, probably as an indie, and they can probably talk whenever they want off stream. The problem is, again, that whenever you have the separation of leaving corporation and she's stuck in the corporation, it's gonna be less time between those two doing stuff together, and that's the thing. That's the thing. But yeah, I think that overall this is really sad. It's really sad, but I think Gura will do fine. I think she will do fine. And if anything, I'm pretty excited to see her start pulling up and coming up with her new indie project or indie VTuber or whatever she does in the future. I bet it will be great. But you tell me down below what you think. Like the video if you enjoy it. Sub to the channel if you watch more reacting when you up when you live. You're free to come on my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Attilleegames. I appreciate it watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one all. Peace. Bye.